How is it going, everybody? Thanks a lot for joining me for another beer review. Today I'm going to be looking at a beer from a new brewery to the channel. Today's beer is going to be from Cabin Brewing Company out there in Calgary, Alberta. So yeah, some more southern Alberta hoppy beer. Been drinking quite a lot of Calgary beer lately and just been having a great time. I picked up this one at Sherbrooke Liquor out in North Edmonton, Alberta. So check it out. They might still have some, and yeah, all that. So without further ado, this is a Super Saturation New England Pale Ale. Pretty neat stuff. Really nice artwork to this beer. Yeah, super simple but eye-grabbing, you know. Had to pick up a can. And yeah, pretty cool. Can on date on this guy is, can't really read it, July 17th, which means it's a little more than 4 weeks old at the time of recording. So yeah, about the perfect time to drink these New England IPAs. It's coming in at 6% alcohol by volume. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So let's get it cracked, poured, and see how it is. Right away, gotta say, really nice color to this beer. That looks pretty neat. Sorry about that bit of water spots on there, but yeah, that is a glowing, bright yellow, hazy beer. That is opaque. You can barely see a shadow through all that. I mean, that is pretty damn hazy. Finger-ish of a really soapy, bright white head. It's a nice looking beer, gotta say that. Looks the part. Let's see if it smells the part. Oh boy. Oh. Wow. That takes me back to Boston. I mean, that smells dead on like those Trillium beers I had a couple years ago. I mean, that smells absolutely deadly. Just huge, super saturated hops. I mean, you get a bit of like that green hop aroma, bit of almost a, I want to say like a purple grape kind of thing going on. There's a sense of melon in there, tropical fruit, citrus, nice amount of grapefruit. And yeah, just hops and hops for days. Get maybe a slight amount of like a sweet, slightly vanilla-y kind of malt in the background there. But yeah, that's tons and tons of hops. So yeah, smells pretty deadly. So let's try it out. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's right on point with like some of the best New England pale ales, IPAs that I've had. Yeah. Wow. Mouth feels light, slight spritziness in the front of the tongue there. Goes well with that bitterness, just really opens up the palate. Then it goes into like a more silky smooth thing, middle of the tongue there. Definitely like that hop oiliness, you know. But definitely still a light, easy drinking crushable kind of mouthfeel. Flavor wise, it's hops. Hops and hops and hops. I mean, yeah, if you've ever taken hops and just crushed them in your palm, you know, smelt them, that's what this is. It's a bag of hops, you know. Yeah, I mean, perfect name for this beer. Just super saturated hop flavors. I mean, there's so many flavors going on. It's almost hard to pick out like what flavors you're picking up. Um, excuse me. You almost get like a greenness, like the vines of a tomato, you know, that kind of thing. Some like basil notes. I'm getting, oh, what is that? I often get like a slight rosemary, something like that. Um, that kind of flavor, reminiscent of like a rosemary, thyme, that kind of thing, you know. Nice and herbaceous, slight dankness, um, and then just fruit, tons and tons of juice. Uh, wow. Yeah, it's just super juicy fruit. You get some jackfruit, you get some lychee, you get like maybe a hint of like a maybe a bit of like a peach, like a really tart peach, something like that. There is a slight tartness in the beer too, which I really dig. I'm guessing that comes from like the water treatment, something like that. Maybe there's a bit of like a, what is that certain, I forget the name of that certain chemical that gives a slight tartness to the beer and the water there. But really cool. Um, yeah, pineapple, grapefruit, bits of like tangerine, stuff like that. It tastes like a fruit salad, basically. You take a salad, blend it up, and turn that into beer. You know, there you go. Yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. As for rating on this guy, like I said, it's right there with some of my favorite IPAs, pale ales that I've had. Reminds me of like a lighter version of um, Fort Point from Trillium. Reminds me a lot of like the Superflux beers out there in BC, and the small batch IPAs and stuff from like Modern Times. Like, if you like hops, you'll like this beer. This is phenomenal. I'm gonna go like high 90s on this guy. And it's local, so even better. Ooh, just got this certain flavor out of it. What is that? Just a phenomenal flavor. Almost like a strawberry or something. No, kiwi. There you go. Like a nice kiwi kind of thing. Middle of the tongue there. Just tastes awesome. As for rating on this guy, I'm gonna go like, I don't know, 97, 98. It's not perfect. I think the mouthfeel could be a little bit bigger. I would like to try like a double IPA version of this just for that bigger mouthfeel, you know. Yeah, as for a pale ale, yeah, 98, 97, right around there, A plus kind of beer. So definitely pick it up. Let me know what y'all think of Super Saturation out there in from Cabin Brewing Company out there in Calgary, Alberta. If you can make it out to their brewery or out to Sherbrooke or any, I'm sure they're in other stores in Edmonton and Calgary, of course. Definitely check this one out. Pick up a can, see what you think, or trade for it if you can't get there, you know. So yeah, definitely worth trying out. So let me know what y'all think of this beer, any of their other beers. I'm gonna read some Song of Ice and Fire and drink some beer. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.